everybody. Welcome back to the Next Man Up podcast here. We are here with episode 6 of the podcast. We got 3 very special guests on the show today, all doing their thing in the music biz, man. We got Double O Smoove, we got Kid Travis, and we got just Shad. I want to give y'all a welcome to the pod, man. Thank y'all for joining us here today, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So before we get started, Donnie, anything you want to say, man?
Yeah, man. I just want to say thank you guys all for coming on. It definitely means a lot. I've known both a couple of you guys since I was young, man, and just to see you guys grow in the music industry and just as people is incredible, man. I just want to say I'm proud of all 3 of y'all, and thanks for coming on.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Appreciate you.
You know,
How would we look if we didn't come here? That's crazy, right?
yeah.
I appreciate that, man. Nah, for real, definitely appreciate y'all having it all on, man. I echo that sentiment, man. It's definitely good to see y'all grow and develop in this thing, man. We gonna get to it, man, and we just start off.
Give me 1 second. Sorry, my fault.
Nah, you good, bro.
Yeah, you're good. Stay black.
Good. All right. So basically, we just gonna start it off real quick, and I want to know how you guys kind of got started in this music thing, man. Like, tell me what really brought you to say, hey, look, I want to make music and I want to be good at it. You know what I mean? So we'll start with Shad, man. Shad, tell me how you got into this music thing and what made you really want to do this.
I started when I was like 12 or 13. I wasn't making any songs or anything like that, but I grown, me and we always grew up in church, and my mom forced us to do choir for like the longest time, and eventually I started to like choir, and then but I really wanted to play an instrument, so my pastor bought me my first guitar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he gave me that, John, and like he literally just like pushed me on with the band, and he was like, "You'll learn from there," and I'm like, "All right, cool." So without any knowledge, like I used to practice it like day and night, like school nights. My mom would be like mad at me and stuff like that. And fast forward years later to high school, I was looking to get into making music, but me and my homie Elizai, we were just like talking about it, and then eventually my brother introduced me to trap, and then like from there, I think like the first night that we like actually like linked up, like actually like the first week that we met, like I went to your crib, right? Yeah, the first week that we met, like I went to his crib, and I think we made like I pretty much made like one of my first like actual beats there. It was kind of crazy. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how that worked.
Right.
I didn't know what was going on, but I think I had FL before, but like Trav, I think you've been using it for like a little bit now.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then it was like FL 10.
It was 8, bro.
8. Oh my god. And then damn, and then from there, yeah, we just started making music, like trying to actually make songs.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. FL 8.
Wow. All right, well, Trav, talk to me, man. How about you, man? How you get going in this thing?
The copy Shad. I don't know if it's a black thing, but yeah, church definitely.
Feel you.
There's certain things you're exposed to in church. A lot of talent, a lot of heartwarming vibes and stuff like that, and so that's pretty much how it is. My pops, he's a choir director and musician himself. He plays piano, and my mom sings as well. So that's basically my roots. I think it's kind of funny about the questions of how we started because Rich, you saw the whole thing.
That's facts.
Firsthand. You
facts.
felt firsthand. We was youngins. You know what I'm saying? I believe y'all graduated, 2013?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were sophomores when y'all graduated, so yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I seen y'all at the beginning of y'all musical careers, man. Like just busting it up in the hallway. I mean, below, I know we used to get it popping at the lunch table. You know.
Our lunch table Jones was legendary.
Yeah, man. The lunch table ciphers, the fire drill ciphers, bro. I mean,
fire drill cipher.
Y'all remember?
Fire drill Jones used to go crazy.
Y'all remember the fire drill ciphers now?
I used to leave my homeroom.
Facts.
I left my homeroom all the time.
I used to check in with my homeroom teacher. You feel me? And then I was out. I was gone.
Yo, those teachers loved you, Smoove.
Some of them did.
They vibed with you, bro. I heard no teacher didn't like Smoove, yo.
Miss Milky ain't like me.
Miss Milky ain't like nobody. What?
It's always a couple, man. It's always a couple. No matter what you do, they not gonna like you.
Smoove is fan favorite, man. They love Smoove over at Ben Salem.
Facts. So right to you, Smoove. How you getting the music, man? Because I know you was a hooper for a little bit. So you know what I mean.
Big hoop dream.
Gotta bring out the jerkin days too.
AKA JK.
Hey, bro. Even JK was spitting. Nah, man. Man, my roots, for real, my pop was a singer.
Oh, word.
My pop was a singer. And when I was real young, I used to always go to his gigs and stuff. I used to be the one kid in the bar at like 2 a.m. when my dad was wrapping up. You feel me? Right. I'd be on stage, you know what I'm saying, hitting the bongo drums and shit. And how I started rapping was I probably got introduced to rap music like 2003, 2004. And after that, it was a rap. Like, I wanted to play basketball and I wanted to rap. Mm-hmm. And that's all it ever was. And then by the time, man, I was in Schaefer when I bought my first MacBook and my first USB mic. And I know y'all remember Dustin. I used to always hoop with Dustin.
Yeah.
We used to always hoop at Rich Lou, and then we would just go home and rap, bro, all night. And we did that like all summer. And I would say I've been a rapper since then.
What's up, man?
Oh, that's crazy, man. Now, honestly, I'm just sitting here thinking about, because like I've known y'all since y'all was young boys, so like I know.
You know exactly what time frame I'm talking about.
Exactly. I know exactly what time frame you're talking about. I remember seeing Keon hooping all the time, bro. I remember vividly the one time, Trav, it was me, you, she, Devontae, Shad was there, bro, and we was in the hallway after this might have been waiting for the 5 o'clock bus, bro. And dog,
yeah.
We just had like a session, bro, and we was just floating all type of different songs, bro. I just remember all that stuff.
Yeah,
crazy, man. I remember hooping with Keon, man. I probably argue with him every day at Richland, man, every day. And they like, no, man, that's Double O. And I'm like, listen, man, I'll never call him Double O because that's, man, I known him since, you know what I mean? And they're like, nah, what you talking about, man? He a rapper. I'm like, Keon ain't no rapper, man. What is y'all talking about? And I know it's all over social media. And I'm like, oh, he really is a rapper. Like, okay, I see. I had to tune in. I'm like, oh, he liked that.
Yeah, fact.
Still ain't really like playing basketball with him, but he was like that.
Hey, so look,
hey, bro, I used to talk the most shit on the court for the ball that was most ass.
100%.
It's all
came in with a five full of rappers too.
Got it.
You, Saquon, Dustin. I'm like, man, if y'all want to go back to the studio and get off my court.
This was our only hope, bro. When that man caught fire, we would win every time.
Yeah, I'm like, man, if y'all need to go back to the studio and get off my court, man.
Man, we made a lot of motherfuckers mad, bro. We was just a rapper that came to hoop, man.
Those was the days, though, man.
All right, yo, listen, we're gonna get to the next topic here, man. I want to hear who are y'all inspirations in y'all music, because anybody who makes music is kind of inspired by somebody else, and they kind of, not that they don't have their own flow, but you know what I'm saying, man. Everybody has inspiration to pull from when they make music.
For sure.
And I think I got a couple ideas I might, about who y'all might be inspired by, but I want to hear from y'all. So we're going to start with you, Double O. Who do you kind of catch, some inspiration from?
Man, I say my biggest inspirations probably Lil Wayne and Meek.
Yeah, I could have guessed that.
But like, as far as like inspirations, like the inspirations I look to now, obviously them two still.
Yeah.
But man, my biggest inspiration in life, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro, is Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe Bryant, the way the man lived his life, the way the man dedicated himself to greatness, you know what I'm saying? That's truly what I aspire to be like. I aspire to give everything my all. And you know, that's just the mind frame that I'm in as a
My
man.
mentality, man.
Nah.
Yeah, facts.
And R.I.P. Kobe, man. That was a
Yeah, that one hurt, man.
it for real, bro.
Bro,
World
2020 been crazy, dog.
bro, listen, the world stood still that day, bro. Like it was, you couldn't believe
Sure.
it.
Bro, the man is still my wallpaper. You feel
I
me?
think we all linked up. We all linked up like the day
We
after, right?
linked up that night, bro. That night.
That night.
Bro, you could just feel the room. You know what I'm saying?
We could have tracked that night.
We did could have tracked, didn't we?
Yeah.
We always try to track.
The Love Hurts, John.
Uh,
Was it that one?
Tell me that the drugs hurt. The drugs hurt. All right.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, look, if you want to go ahead and release a little snippet on here,
Yeah, right. We'll support it.
hey, listen, man, I love the exclusives.
Damn, man.
But nah, all right, talk to me, Shad. Who inspires you, man?
Oh man. It comes from a lot of places, bro. Growing up Haitian culture, I gotta tip my hat off to just mad Caribbean artists like Buju, Beanie,
Mm-hmm.
Bob Marley, Wyclef, like all there's a whole bunch of Caribbean artists that I grew up because my uncle, he would literally, me and Rashid would be like 5 years old, whatever. He would literally sit us down and play mad reggae music and tell us the story behind each artist, like their whole life story.
Wow.
And I'll like never forget that. So like a lot of that comes from that, and gospel music. Shout out Mali Music. Dog, that album was great. That album, Mali Music, Ty Tribbett, Donnie McClurkin, like all like just listen to them all the time.
All the heavy hitters.
Yeah, man. And as far as like R&B goes, man, I don't know. It's like R&B goes like Music Soul Child. I used to always play Music Soul Child. When I get the chance. Say that one more time.
I said Music Soul Child might be my favorite R&B artist.
R&B,
I
dog.
love music, bro.
Music Soul Child. R&B, man. Damn, there's just so many people. Like I can go like there's so many people that inspire me, from Jimi Hendrix,
Right.
to BB King. BB King was a heavy. I used to listen, like he taught me how to play guitar. I used to just watch how he plays and look at all the BB King videos,
Yeah.
and whatnot. And there's just a lot of Marvin Gaye, bro. I can go on and on, dude. Like there's so many like pools of inspiration that I can just pull from that influence me still to this day. It's crazy.
Talk to me, Trav, man. I feel like you got the same sentiment a little bit.
Similar for sure. I feel like I'm caught in the middle of so many genres of music.
Mm-hmm.
I truly love most of it all. I mean, we're gonna cut out country, of course, but like, I mean, well, now I guess we can't even do that because Lil Nas X and that joint's hot. So,
Right.
Bust a Bus,
Right.
Bust a Bus. I can start from Bust a Bus to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, then the Gorillas, then to
Gorillas, bro.
Weeknd, Frank Ocean, Drake. I feel like the last 15 years has been really something special for music. So I just hope to, continue the tradition, and make some fire music that people can listen to.
No, I feel that, man. I mean, when you make music in the way that music comes out now, and it comes out so frequently, and everybody's got a vibe, and everybody's got it. Somebody's always coming out with a new sound or a new wave, man. I mean, I can see how you draw inspiration from multiple genres and multiple artists and things like that. But that was some good stuff right there, fellas. Real talk, we just gonna break it down real quick and just tell me, what really motivates y'all to do this. You know what I mean? Everybody has to have a driving factor, a driving force in in anything they want to apply themselves to in life, whether it's sports, music, whatever. What's really driving y'all to keep doing this and keep putting out good music?
I could say for myself, the thing that drives me the most is the love and passion I have for it. I wake up, as y'all can see, I'm in Australia right now, and I came down here to do this full time. You know what I'm saying? Put myself in a position to do what I'm doing full time. So I wake up, I eat, sleep, and breathe this music shit. I wake up, I literally probably got some beats sent to me. I'll run through some beats. I go to the studio, I record, and you gotta really love it. You gotta love it even when you don't even want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact I gotta bust out at least a couple tracks a week to even stay on a pace that I'm comfortable with. And sometimes I don't even feel like making music, but I still do it anyway because I love it. You know what I'm saying? I bet Kobe ain't feel like waking up at 4 a.m. every morning all the time, but he did it. He loved it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what really drive me and keep me going.
I feel that, Shad. What you got, man?
Man, dog, like growing up, this is like music was the only thing that I can find myself being attached to, like, and having like a love for it. Like I used to, like this is like I feel like music was like really the missing piece in the puzzle of my life for real. When I first started like making it, when I had the ability to like just play my guitar.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a deep love that I have for it, man. It's like it's like a martial art. Like you just want to keep practicing. You want to keep doing it every single day to like I'm not even gonna hold you. Like I want to be the greatest I can be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I want to be like a master to this thing. I want to hone all the skills that I can to put out the best content that I can. And if anybody see me make music, Smoove, no, I'll spend an hour on a kick. It don't matter. like it don't it don't matter. Like that's like it has to be perfect. Like I have to make it right, man. It's just a deep love and passion for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. I have a lot.
Trav, talk to me, man. What's your motivation in this?
There's a feeling I get when I'm in the zone. And this feeling is the craziest feeling.
Bro, seeing you in the zone is crazy, bro. It's crazy. I'm gonna just say that.
There's this feeling. I honestly, all the accolades and all the rewards we could get tonight, bro, and it won't matter. I'll still be back in the studio doing the same thing.
Facts.
And nope. And every day after that.
Mm-hmm.
Every morning, every night, bro. It's just, it's something. I feel like it's something. It's to the point where it is me and I am it. It's just we're there, and God, it's so fun, bro. It's so stupidly fun. It don't make any sense. It should be illegal.
For real.
Oh, bro, Kid Travis is like Michael Jordan of this shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Bro, listen, so I've heard, man. Listen,
Yeah.
I mean,
You ain't the first one to say that.
just from around town, man. I hear that like when y'all get in y'all bag, it's something serious, man. You know what I mean? And you can see it in the music that y'all put out, man. Whether I mean, you guys have a following in multiple areas. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It ain't just local like Philly love, bro. Y'all getting love from all over the place, man.
Yeah.
Like I think that speaks to the time and effort that y'all are putting in, because like it's not just people around here supporting you saying, "Oh, I like your music, bro." It's like somebody you've never met across the globe is like, "I like your music. I feel your music."
Yeah, Keon taking over another continent. What you mean?
You know what I'm saying? But like for real though, and I feel like
even if you look at like you know how everybody posts their their Spotify Jones at the end of the year, bro. They playing our music in 80 countries, bro.
Yep. Yeah.
You know
that's big. That's big.
Yo, Smoove is Northside Smoove now. He ain't a county.
Yeah, I'm a Northside rapper now. Northside Melbourne rapper.
Wow.
Damn.
That's crazy. I mean, let's talk about that real quick though. What kind of fan love have y'all gotten, you know, from other areas, man? Kind of tell me about that.
It's hella groupie love out here.
For real.
Yeah.
Wow.
No cap.
That's the best kind of love.
They just out there on you like that, huh?
I'm gonna be real. I don't want to speak for nobody else, but UK be showing hella love.
Physics.
Yeah.
Hella. Shout out to the UK one time.
Yeah, shout out to the UK.
Shout out to Australia too.
Shout out to UK, Brazil.
Yeah, big Brazil.
Brazil, Thailand,
Indonesia,
and South Africa.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Especially South Africa. Like this dancer, when I released my second EP, this dancer from South Africa, she made a fire video, like dance video to one of my songs.
That's crazy.
Like it's wild how, you know, you just post something on the internet and someone halfway across the world can just listen. It's like, yo, it's wild.
Right.
But yeah, I'm
Crazy.
and I think Italy too. I cut some of like my first fans off my EP from Italy. Like they used to hit me up all the time, like, yo, I'm listening to this again today. And that was like amazing.
That's dope, man.
Nah, that's dope, man. I mean, and that's all anybody really wants is to see their work appreciated. You know what I mean? And it just give you a different sense of satisfaction when somebody else, you know, appreciates your work and what you do, man. But that's dope to see that y'all getting that kind of love from all different kind of places, you know, across the globe and all that. But we gonna get into this next topic real quick because, you know, everybody thinks that everything that's coming out now is hot and this album was fire and that album was fire. Who y'all got in y'all rotation right now? Tell me what y'all listening to right now.
Look,
K. Let
me look.
To Pimp a Butterfly has never been so prevalent, bro.
Yo, me and Travis
literally just talking on the
we
phone.
literally have been talking about that album for years, son.
Right.
Like that joint is flawless. I don't care what anybody say. That's his greatest
Kendrick
album.
definitely somebody else I pull inspiration from. He inspired me to just be real and be thorough.
Right.
Yeah, and kind of speak about shit that kind of affects me in my life and, you know, the system that we live in. And I don't know, Damn really got to me. To Pimp a Butterfly is a legendary album. But as far as musically though, like something that inspired me to take it to the next level musically, production wise, lyrics, you know what I'm saying, delivery wise, Damn is like one of the best constructed albums ever in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? From track one to the last one, the way that album just flows through, man. Kendrick is a GOAT, legend, stamped forever.
Right.
Forever.
Is like how you feel with Damn is how I feel with To Pimp a Butterfly, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
They both legendary albums.
Ain't no way there's not many people who can make jazz sound hard.
Nah, facts.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's not many people who could do that, bro.
If you're just curious if To Pimp a Butterfly is a good album, just look at the features.
Right.
Yeah.
Anna Wise, Robert Glasper, bruh. Pharrell.
Legends. Pharrell.
Hey, he been working with Anna Wise since damn Section 80. You feel me? Like
she got a voice though. She got a voice.
She do. I actually looked her up not too long ago, just because, you know, I've always listened to that song. So like, you know, real. So I was like, you know, I never heard any of her other stuff. Looked her up. Yeah, she got a voice on her, man. She's talented artist.
Big facts. I got Nappy Boy in my rotation right now. a little bit of chopped and screwed, a little bit of can't believe it. Y'all on.
Classic
Not
joint.
anyone.
Classic joint.
Definitely a classic.
Bro.
Bro, I don't really be listening enough nowadays.
For real?
You be listening to Smoove.
You got your
They know I just run my shit all day.
Word.
Yeah,
I've been listening. I listen to like, sometimes I just throw some shit on. Man, I'm looking at my Apple Music right now. Like I tune into Gunna's album here and there.
Right.
I listen to a lot of Future. Like Future's probably my most streamed artist ever.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to a lot of Future.
I'm listening.
But right now it's all me.
Something hard.
Yeah.
What am I listening to nowadays? Hold on. All right, I'm listening. Recently, I've been playing a lot of Miguel.
Oh, same here. Oh, Kaleidoscope Dream.
Yeah, I've been playing Kaleidoscope Dream,
Hey, man.
I've been playing a whole lot of Kaleidoscope Dream.
I was testing out my speakers, the Kaleidoscope. That shit fire, bro.
Brent Fayez, that new album.
Oh, Brent is fire.
That new joint is fire.
That whole album.
I keep replaying the Soon As I Get Home joint. That's like my favorite. I recently dipped back into the Blank Face LP. Schoolboy Q.
West Side Gun's latest album, Pray for Paris, is fire.
Yeah.
I listen to that.
I'm about to
Any Butcher's joint is fire.
Yo, Don Toliver's album.
Don Toliver is another one.
That's a good album.
That's a good joint.
Yeah.
Right now.
I've been tapping into Chief Keef heavy lately.
Chief Keef, Oblak.
Yeah. Got some classic bangers, man. Definitely got some classic bangers, man.
Listen, bro, it took me a minute to get on it, bro. But listen, that Love Sosa when we was in high school, bro.
I was trying to tell you, bro.
Went stupid, bro.
I told everybody the same day that joint dropped.
Went stupid, bro.
I'm listening to that as soon as we get off this joint.
Right.
I've been going back and listening to all the Jay Dilla stuff, all the Jay Dilla production credits, like the Far Side stuff, The Shining, and I'm listening to Sir.
Hey, that's her album fire. I like that song.
Like I was a fan since the beginning of like his like mixtape days, but like man, his sound is just so evolved, bro. That joint is crazy. And this guy from Canada, his name is River Tiver.
Okay,
that's like some really interesting, like it's like acid R&B, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. His stuff is wild.
I'm about to write all this stuff down and get on.
That's what I've been doing the whole time, bro. You tripping?
Get on some of these albums.
And
I about that R&B boy. I'm heavy on the heavy mellow boy, the boy that just played the guitar.
Oh yeah, you put me on to that.
Yeah, heavy mellow hard, bro.
I was watching his live stream the other day. He was live streaming with Melanie Faye.
He was probably snapping.
Man, they both was probably snapping. He got it too.
Snapping. They both were snapping. It was great. That was a great live.
Some throwback Party Next Door, bro.
Always.
Classic Party.
Always.
I'm running through all my music right now, just trying to think.
Buddy's dope.
Nah, keep it going, man. Y'all plugging the people right now to some hit music, man. Some fire.
Yeah,
Buddy's super dope.
I really like Kyle, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
Kyle?
Yeah, I vibe with Kyle's music. I've been rocking his music since high school, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, he different. I don't care what nobody says.
I've been going back and listening to what is that song called? I've been going back listening. I listened to a lot of Marvin Gaye recently.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac Hayes, that Shaft album, that Isaac Hayes Shaft album. That's
classics.
Yeah, man. Like if you like go back and listening to it.
Ooh,
hey, listen, that Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, man.
That's Kanye's album. Don't at me, bro. That's Kanye's album.
Listen, and you know what? I ain't even going. Bro. All I'm saying is, bro, and all jokes aside, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody else's music. Devil in a New Dress might be the most perfect song I think I've ever heard, bro.
bro.
We can talk about
Bro,
that.
just think about it. Think about it.
That song is
Bro,
so
all
crazy.
of the lights, all of the lights. Then
Bro.
Monster came after that, John. Then So Appalled came after that, John.
Hand in
Then
the air.
Devil in the New Dress came after that, John.
If you don't really care, it's like that sometimes. I mean, ridiculous. Like sometimes ridiculous.
Bro, that
Bro,
pocket is just this is just
And
disgusting.
then Runaway came after that, John.
Runaway, bro. It's like
That's
bro.
That
Like,
album is just like, what can
It's
you
a
say about
It's
that,
a
John?
legendary album. Not many. You can't clash that album with something else. It's like it stands on its own.
I'm gonna just leave it like this, bro. No matter what you think about that man Kanye, bro, that boy makes some music, dog. That's
He makes the
Did he?
music.
Did he?
For
Yeah.
sure.
bro. Like,
My man Jay-Z said he lost 30 mil, so I spent another 30. Because unlike Hammer, 30 million
really can't hurt. No.
hey,
Facts.
there's some elite.
Nah.
work.
And Jay talk that talk, man. That's one rapper that I'm just like, yo, I want to be like him.
Yo, I listened to the Black album recently. Oh my God, son.
I was waiting for one of y'all to bring up Jay.
Bro,
come on,
the
man.
Black album
Can't
with,
not bring him up.
with Under Sometime. Oh my God, what's that song? Damn, hold on. Pharrell produced it. It's on the
I ain't
Black
gonna
album.
lie, Jay is my favorite one. Like out of all Pharrell's collabs,
Mhm.
Jay-Z and Pharrell together.
Allure, this shit is legendary. It's legendary, bro.
Legendary.
Listen, I feel that
Oh
smooth.
my
though.
God.
Any Jay-Z, Pharrell / Neptune's collaboration, bro, is
Over with.
bro.
Yeah.
Front
It's
end,
over.
I just want to love you. All of them, just
Yo. Best whole verse though.
Oh,
There's
I
too
feel
many.
like Light
Can't
Up
say-
with Drake. His wordplay on that was the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
bro. Look, you asking a tough question, bro. That's
yeah. I would have had to
Bro,
think about
there's
that
so many
one.
legendary whole verses. bro.
But
he's
that
got a
song,
lot of legendary verses though, bro. And just off the top of the head, you could start from like 08 on, and he's got like 5-6 legendary verses. You just kind of like, hey,
Bro, you could start from 2000 on.
fact.
The last
Listen.
20 years.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Bro, that verse he did on Meek's John.
Meek's John, bro. Ha 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 ha. What? 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 That joint is crazy. I
Bro, that
never
was
heard
verse of the
nobody
year.
flow like that ever, bro.
That was the
I
verse
never
of the
heard
year.
that. Yo,
Telling you, man. Telling you. That's a
I'm
tough
here.
question. That's
Bro,
tough.
and you know he just went in the booth. And you know he just went in the booth.
Yeah.
But
He
it's
ain't write
crazy
shit.
because Peep how relevant now. This is mad long ago. He wrote 99 Problems. That second verse in 99 Problems is more relevant now than it's ever been.
Bro, what?
Think about it. That's crazy. And he wrote that song how long ago?
Bro, that's over 20 years ago, bro.
And that second verse is more relevant now than it's ever been.
Bro.
Dead Presidents.
Dead presidents, bro. Hey, look, now that we talking about dead presidents, I just want to give a shout out to Jermaine Cole because Jermaine Cole got on presidents on the warm up and he snapped on it. I'm just gonna leave that at that. But bro,
I think
J. Cole was out protesting, by the way.
He was in North Carolina.
Shout out to Cole.
His hometown.
Shout out to him.
hey, you know what? Matter of fact, this is actually a really good segue because
Jump right into it.
we've talked about To Pimp a Butterfly and just how important that is, especially now. And then we talking about, J. Cole being out in the streets, in the trenches with the people, man. Mind you, he was out there before in 2015, doing the same thing when all this was going on too. So, I mean, shout out to J. Cole for being a real one and getting out there in the trenches with the people.
Right.
We're gonna jump into this, and if I stumble on my words a little bit when I'm talking about it, it's because it's been bothering me, bro, and it's starting to get to me like a bunch of other people. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave my stance on it as such, and then I'm gonna let y'all can tune in as you feel necessary. But like at the end of the day, I'm always been the kind of guy where like I show everybody love. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets love from me. I
Right.
don't really have a hating bone in my body. Y'all know me. I'm a good dude. I like to be around people. I like to have fun. All that. It's too many times that this has happened, and as a collective, we've done nothing about it.
And nothing has changed.
And nothing has changed. So we're at the point now where I feel like we as Black people, bro, we're fed up, because it's sad to continue to wake up and you look on Twitter or you look on the news or you scroll down Instagram and you see another name being used as a hashtag. You feel me? It's another name being used as a hashtag, and then you look at who the person was, and the person really don't look that much different from you or me.
Right.
You feel me? Is dudes out here and women out here getting killed that are our age, a little bit older, a little bit younger, whatever you so have it, but like
Unarmed,
yep.
armed, and it's the same story every time. It's then they're unarmed, and then it just excessive force, can't breathe, and then we see the video, and then there's public outrage, and then everybody's upset, and this person needs to be brought up on murder charges, and then there needs to be justice, and there needs to be this and that, and then we just see the same thing over again. It's paid leave or administrative leave or probation, or we go all the way to trial. You got a national TV trial, and then George Zimmerman gets off.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
That hurt.
And George Zimmerman is something I know you can remember exactly where you were when you saw that news.
Yeah.
I was in school. We was in
I was
school.
bro, we was freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
well, speaking of George, I don't want to bring this up, but he's suing the family for defamation of character.
Who?
George
Shad
Zimmerman.
gotta nerf that man.
Zimmerman?
I'm sorry, bro. He gotta get popped, bro.
Yo.
But
No,
like,
but that's a fact. It's been way
popped,
too
bro.
long. This dude's been walking around breathing.
and
He
like
breathed enough.
you see what I'm saying here, and like I'm not saying that he needs to go get hurt or something like that. I ain't even gonna go on that route, but like
I will. Shit.
it's like, bro, it's the same cycle. We keep going through the same cycle, and
No consequences.
me personally, bro, I don't know what to do, man. And like, it's crazy because I just have so many emotions and different thoughts about everything. Just as like, bro, the fact that our parents have had to look us in the face and be like, listen, if you get in this situation, I need you to do X, Y, Z so that you can come home safe.
Yeah.
Like, we're raised to think that the police are here to protect us. And that's the way it should be, because their whole motto is protect and serve.
But we be feeling intimidated.
Every time.
It's extremely intimidating, man. And it's just like, and I never even thought about it like that till we got a little bit older, and then you kind of really saw it happening. Like, whether you showed it physically or not, like the whole Trayvon Martin thing really shook people up. You know what I'm saying? And like, we've always known, racist things have been going on and this and that, whatever, prejudice, it's always been there. But like, to see it where it's almost like there's no way.
Clear as day.
There's no way. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, we saw what happened. We know what's going to happen. Like, for him to get off, it was just like, yo, they really don't care. They don't care. It's like they really don't care about us. You know what I'm saying? And I think that right there was like a real eye-opener to the whole thing. and then from there, it's been the same thing, man. It's just I'm frustrated, bro. I'm hurting right now for real.
You lying, bro.
It's a
I ain't
bad
gonna lie,
time.
man. Like what you said, man. Like I don't know if y'all saw or not. I know Rich saw. I just shared a story on Facebook, man. Like, you know,
I seen that, Donnie.
I mean, I had a personal run-in with something like this, and like Rich said, man, it really don't like it. Like, I grew up in Ben Salem, we all did, so you know, I mean, obviously, no matter where you go, there's your fair share of asshole cops and asshole people in general. I'm sure we've all gotten the looks from people of other races, and you know, so
Yeah.
that real first run-in, man, like it'll really change you, like for real. Like, I didn't really share the story, I didn't get into detail, but I mean, I feel like I can get into detail with you guys, you know. I feel like everybody deserves to hear it anyway. So, a freshman in college, you know, I'm at a party at like a little club scene. Like, you know, it was 18 to 21. It was for only like 3 different colleges.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we on the way out and somebody gets shot, right? So, you know, I mean, instantly everybody run to their cars. Just like, you know, it's chaotic. They lock the parking lots. They don't let nobody out. They like, you know, I mean, we searching every car, like nobody leaving. Cops come flying in. So, they pull up, they get to our car. So we in a 2-door car. It's 4 of us. So they like, all right, you know what I mean? They flash the flashlight. Everybody get out the car. We're like, all right. So the 2 people get out the front seat. I'm in the back. So the cop like, get out the back seat. So I reach down to, you know what I mean, pull the lever up, and he flashed the flashlight. He like, show me your hands. I'm like, you know what? You're right. I shouldn't be having my hands down here reaching for something that looks crazy. So I stick my hands out the car. He like, now get out the car. I'm like, well, then you got to help me because I'm not reaching back down there again. There's no way. So he come over and he can't get the lever. Like he's frustrated. He pulling it. Finally, he like, just get it. So he got the flashlight on my hand so he can see my hands. I pull the seat up. I go to get out the car. He grabbed me by my hood, throw me to the ground. So, you know what I mean? Obviously, like kind of like Rich say, y'all know me, man. Like, you know, outside of the, you know, an argument here and there, man, I don't argue with nobody. I don't bother nobody. I mean, I coach. I support the youth. I work in the school district.
Right.
Whatever, man. So I kind of go to get up, and he like picks me up and throws me onto the car. And I'm like, do you think this is all necessary? That's all I said. I mean, should I have said anything? Probably not. But did that deserve for me to, you know, what happened next? Absolutely not. So next thing I know, I feel the barrel on like the back of my shoulder, and he like, say another word. And I'm like, there's no fucking way this dude got a gun. So I can take a deep breath, and I'm like, nah, I'm not even about to say nothing. Like, there's no way. So my man is across on the other side of the car, and he's like, is it really necessary to have a gun? So at that point, now I know, like, oh, shit, this man really has a gun to my back because I asked him if that was necessary. That's it. One sentence. He points the gun.
I know he was white. Was white.
100%. So he points the gun across the car to my friend's face, like, you know, so it's aiming at my friend's face, and he says, I don't want to hear nothing out of you either. So now, you know what I mean, we just sitting there, dead silent, like nobody's saying a word. And he like, yeah, that's what I thought. Like, now, you know what I mean, now he's tough. Now he's cool.
Right.
Nothing, bro. So, you know what I mean, we just sit.
Without that badge, he probably a bitch, bro.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? At this point in time, bro, I'm 19. All I'm thinking about is I want to go to fuck home. Like, I don't care about nothing else. I just want to go home. Like, I want to, you know what I mean? Like,
I probably would have died into my shit, man.
And call my mom, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So finally, like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, he got this gun in my back for a cold, like, 2 minutes, though. Like, you know what I mean? Just pressed on my back. So I can't say a word. I can't fidget. I can't move. I'm just locked, bro, like this, like pinned up on the car, arms up on the thing like this, saying nothing. I'm barely breathing. Finally, you know what I mean? The cop, his assistant come over. He like, there's nothing in the car. You can let them go. They can leave. So, like, I turn and look back at him. He's like, I'll see you later, tough guy. And I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here, man. I'm in the car. I want to go home. Like, I don't even want to get into this argument, this conversation, because, again, this isn't long after the Trayvon Martin shit had happened. I'm like, I don't need to do that.
But guess what? It could have easily ended up in that situation.
Exactly, bro. And that's the thing. For what? For what reason?
You and been at work the next week, bro.
For what reason? Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, for what reason? Because
lied on reports and
black, like that shit. So, like, you know what I mean? I feel like I had to share that story because a lot of people won't, you know what I mean, really feel it until it affects them or it affects somebody that they care about or even say they care about. So, you know, I was hoping to share that story and, you know what I mean, it would at least, if it could open one person's eyes and, you know what I mean, I did something right. So, you know, it's very unfortunate that it happened to me, man. Luckily, I'm still here. So, I mean, it's just crazy, man. It's a crazy world we live in.
Like, I think we all got a story, man.
Yeah.
From like young till now, bro. It's just like, I never once felt comfortable with the cop, unless it was homie at our high school.
And I never seen you do shit illegal.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I get
I don't
pulled
think
over all the
anybody.
time. I get pulled over all the time, like for whatever reason.
I remember I was in the car one time, so I get pulled over. I had to make I don't even feel crazy saying this, but like I had to like mentally prepare that if this went south, I had to plan in my mind within a certain amount of seconds, what would I do if this went south? And it immediately it's like, all right.
And the sad part is, bro, the chances of it going south is a lot higher than you think, bro. And it's just like, it's like, why does it even got to be all that? Like, you know what I mean?
Bro, it's like a routine. It's like my routine is like, okay, I'm getting pulled over. Let me pull out my phone. Let me audio recording, video. Something. I need something, bro.
Every time I'm with the law, my phone's out immediately. Immediately. Even if they tell me to put it away, I'm like, yo, I don't have to put it away. I talk my shit, bro. That's why I like.
That's the thing. When is it going to be universal for cops to know that we can record them?
Yeah.
Like every time I see like.
Bro, they be thinking we dumb niggas, bro.
Like,
yeah, that's it, bro. They think they can pull one on us. And it's not gonna happen.
I understand, like we should, like hands are wherever they need to be, but you can be recorded. You have a dash cam and you have a personal cam. Mm-hmm. You are being recorded.
And like, man, it's not to sit here and bash all cops because look, we know cops who live up to the badge. We grew up with a lot of cops' kids. Cops are always around with like pal and stuff.
Yeah,
there's a lot of good ones, man. Honestly, there really
a lot of good ones, man. But it's just
it's not about that right now.
It's not. It's about the ones that need to be held accountable, man. Things aren't right, and we need them as much as we need them to do POW to keep kids off the street, in the summertime or whatever. We need them even more now to step up and be like, hey, listen, not everything that's going on in the in the police department is right. Like we need them to be our ally as much as anybody. Like that sheriff that stepped up in Flint.
That's the only sheriff I seen do that.
And he made his force drop the batons and everything, and it was like, look, we gonna walk with y'all because we feel you. You know what I'm saying?
There was a couple other ones. You ain't see the one cop that got removed because he was crying, like he was talking to the black dude, and they was talking, and he started crying, and they said they pulled him away for for being sentimental towards like the rioters, so they sent him home on the spot.
Look how militarized our security. There's essentially our security, right? Police are supposed to be protecting us. Look how militarized and how prepared they are to take one of us down. It's like it's so easy. Like I don't get why it's so easy. What training that they go through that makes it so easy for them to be hostile.
Or they go through 8 weeks of training, bro, and then they get a badge and a gun, bro.
It's a lot,
and they get tough.
It's a lot.
Tough. And it's like I can't even blame the screening for the cops because it just seems like they're grabbing the people that they want. Mm-hmm. They're grabbing the people that they want to be on the force.
Is there? I don't know if I'm. Is there any psych evaluations?
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah, there's
bro, they're grabbing the people that they want.
Like the process, there is a process you have to go through, obviously, to be a police officer.
But think about how easy it is to just say the right answers.
Yeah, bro.
The thing, bro, like
people lie every day, bro.
You say all the right stuff, and they'll be like, you know what? All right, you're good to go. But like, you gotta think about it for a second. The people who are asked to police Black communities, a lot of them haven't been around a lot of Black people in their lifetime. So they're off the top of their head, they're not going to be thinking about, oh, these Black people already might be a little offset by the police because of XYZ. They're just coming in saying, I'm a police officer. You got to listen to what I say.
Respect me
because I'm a police officer.
Yeah, they expect it, man. That's the problem.
But I don't show no respect until I get respect. Like, I mean, obviously in a general situation, as a man, I'll give anybody the utmost respect. But if you come to me with disrespect immediately, I'm giving it right back. I don't give a fuck if you got a badge. I don't care if you're a 5-star general, bro. I'm gonna talk my shit, bro. And if like that's just how I carry life. You gotta give to receive.
I
You
feel
know what I'm
Doesn't
saying?
make sense.
And in the same time, and it's crazy that I even have to say this, but like in the same sentence, bro, that's scary.
That's scary, right?
That's scary because like me as your friend, yeah, I completely understand that. Like, don't disrespect me. I won't disrespect you.
At the end of the day,
That's
we want
common, and that's common with anybody. But like, if you do that to the wrong person and they don't care,
Bro, I could be a fucking hashtag.
that's my thing, bro. You could be a hashtag. Donnie could have been a hashtag, bro. Like, and then where does that put us at? That's another family that lost a son, a
But
brother,
it's like,
a
but it's
cousin.
like for what though? Like I mean, like he can't. So we.
I can't
So
stand
like,
up
I
myself
agree
as a
with what
man,
you're
or I
saying.
could lose my life.
I agree with what you saying, Rich, and I know Trav. I know what you were saying too. But it's like, what is he supposed to do? Just sit back
But peep
and
this.
disrespect.
Y'all see how white people detain be treating cops? Talking they be popping all
Come on, bro. They
I'm
be
sorry.
going into schools and
I
killing
gotta
people.
say this, bro. I'm sorry. I gotta say this, bro. Bro, the people that was standing outside City Hall, all them white folks, I want to get a haircut. I want to get a tattoo. I want to go to the gym outside with the ARs.
They
You
didn't
feel me?
keep none of that. They didn't keep none of that same energy.
No riot shields, none of that.
None of the same energy. None.
And what Trump say? He said, these good people just
We got to compromise.
They said if you looting, we shoot you.
But yeah, but for niggas, we shooting y'all.
For
And it's
niggas
white
who just want to
motherfuckers out
kneel.
here.
This is the
Fucking
man who is supposed to be in charge of the free world.
But listen, man, the craziest part is when Kaepernick kneeled, they had a problem.
It was peaceful, wasn't it? It was so peaceful, wasn't
It
it?
was such a problem. So
And kneeling
Like,
isn't even disrespect. Kneeling isn't
It's
even
not.
disrespectful in the army.
I saw this on Twitter, and it was the realest statement about the whole Cap thing. Dude said they're not going to appreciate Cap's peaceful protest until it starts to become violent protest.
yeah, he just retweeted it again.
Now look where we're at. Everybody wants to go back to Cap. Oh, you should have done it like Cap. Nah, man. Look,
Bro, they threw Cap out of the league, bro.
we tried. We tried the peaceful route. We tried to tell y'all, look, this is an issue. This is a problem. We've tried on multiple occasions.
Now watch us
You
get
didn't want to
militant.
listen peaceful, and now you don't. And now they're starting to get hectic. Now all of a sudden it's a problem.
I want to address what my man. He said, what else is Smoove supposed to do? And some of the people who are watching, if you don't know, we are in a position where we have to literally tell Smoove, because we want him to survive.
Whatever. I gotta not talk my shit.
We have to not.
Just be quiet, bro. Just be quiet.
That's the position that we're in. Where we have to tell him that he can't use his rights to respond to a police officer in an equal manner.
Yeah.
Equally aggressive, whatever happens in the situation, we have to tell him not to match his energy.
Why are we always put in the position that we have to compromise for our own safety? It's never. Dog, it just doesn't make sense, bro. I remember back in the day, my mom recently told me, because I forgot about this story. I'm so used to, I'm not used to, but I'm so used to being run-ins with the police. And anybody who knows me, I'm just trying to mind my business, go where I should go. I was like 12. I was 12 or 13. Nah, I was like 12. And I'm at Oxford Valley Mall, and like I used to go to a private school in Levittown, and I was meeting some friends in Levittown, and we were at the movies, and we came out the movies, and like my man's had a ball. We were like throwing the ball around in the parking lot, and the cops pull up. All my friends ran for some reason. Cops, they swerved their car in front of me. I'm trying to leave away too. They swerved in front of me. I'm sitting with them within like an hour, for a whole hour. I had to call my mom, everything, come pick me up, because the cops wouldn't let me go anywhere. I forgot about that. Like they thought I was doing something, I was stealing something. I'm like, nah, I'm with my friends, da da da. And they're like, where are your friends? I'm like, they all ran.
All them leave.
They all left.
And the thing is, bro, and the sad thing is to say, imagine, what if you ran? Like, you know what I mean? Like, then what?
Then what?
What would they
I
have
could
done?
I could have easily been
Got tackled as a kid or something.
Yup.
Broke
As
a
a
arm or
12-year-old.
some shit.
It's like
Bro,
we're always
I seen a big ass cop beating up a little black girl, bro.
Yeah, she was like 13. I seen that video.
Yeah, bro. What?
bro, we're
Like,
always
what?
we always have to bow our heads and say yes sir, yes no sir.
That's what they want.
Police just to
I don't believe
survive.
in none of that shit, bro.
It's like y'all supposed to be making us comfortable. Y'all supposed to be de-escalating the situation.
Doing your job.
There's too many examples that if anybody needs to be reminded about this is really sad, because whenever there's a damn mass shooting, that's usually by a white man. They go home alive, or not home. I'm sorry, they go to jail alive.
They do their job correctly in that situation sometimes.
Giving them water.
Sometimes, actually, all the time. They have a good track record.
Got Burger King.
Nigga went out.
Dylan, who shot up a church, got
Burger King.
That's crazy. A church,
If I go shoot up a church, I'm getting some Burger King.
That's crazy.
They said he needs a snack after all that killing.
Look, man,
It's almost undeniable that this is a problem, and I'm just mad. I'm not mad. I'm grateful at the same time, but I'm mad that it took this, to spark up a conversation.
And my thing too is, man, I'm not out here preaching like, you know what I mean, that the people should be looting. Like, I don't think that the people that are just using it as an excuse to go rob some stores and, like, you know, the extra stuff.
They're stupid people.
Acceptable.
I don't agree with
But
that.
like,
There's
my thing is like, for somebody like, this is a lot of people I know that I'm just seeing on my Facebook feed. If the only thing that you're speaking out about is looting, like, there's something wrong with that. You got to keep the same energy about like those situations. Like, that's a problem. Like, if the only post I've ever seen you make and the only time I've ever seen you talk about anything is when you're saying, oh, these thugs shouldn't be looting and blah blah blah, that's just where, like, I know you're uneducated. Yeah,
there's so many people I've seen talk about looting, just loot. Like when Philly started to get lit, start talking about looting, like, oh, my city is hurting. Like, not nigga, we been hurting. How, like, what you mean the city's hurting right now just because they smashed the Apple store? Get out of here, son. We've been hurting.
They got insurance, bro. Every
got insurance.
is gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all don't own none of that. Y'all don't own it.
I'm gonna put it to y'all like this, man. At the end of the day, you know, big business, small business, whatever, material things can be replaced.
Right.
Lives can't.
Human lives cannot be replaced. I can't shoot somebody to death. I can't put my knee on somebody's damn neck and suffocate them and then magically bring them back.
Right.
Bro, if America gotta keep burning until people realize what the hell is going on, like, let that shit burn, bro.
I can rebuild a damn iPhone. I can't bring somebody back to life, man. And that's the mute point on that. Yes, right. Is the looting wrong? Probably, yes.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Actually, I wouldn't even say
it's the last thing on the totem pole in this entire equation.
Compared
that should be the least amount that anybody has to worry about.
Exactly. That's my point. That's my point.
That's the bottom. That's in importance. That's the bottom. People keep getting killed, unjust treatment, and the fact that we're sitting on 400 years of systemic racism and slavery.
I just learned recently that like the whole system of police, like the police originated from slave catchers. Like that's where policing came from, like the badge and everything. It is literally birthed. Policing was birthed through slavery. Like
bro, people was selling human beings. Like
and for people to be insensitive about a race of people who do not have an identity, do not have a root identity. That's what
and it's been denied to establish one.
And me and Shad, we had this conversation in Discord in one of my chats, and we had to break it down. We had to be like, yo, not only that, we were never financially recognized or acknowledged or compensated for hundreds of years. So
And when we did succeed, they tore us down.
America
Really?
was built on our backs, on our ancestors' backs, and now it's being continued on ours.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Look at even today. Look at all the majority of essential workers are minority workers. Majority of people who are catching COVID.
Still don't got no
minority.
respect on our name, dog.
Bro, listen, I seen like I'm sure we've all heard this quote right here, man. It's a lot of athletes that they say it. If they love black people as much as they love black culture, I mean, they love our music, they love us on TV, they love us in sports,
Right.
everything,
Everybody
man.
love
They
LeBron
love us.
James, right?
Everybody wants to be a nigga until it's time to be a nigga, bro.
Yup. That's the thing, man.
Trevor Noah broke this down
Oh yeah, he's
really well.
Honestly, he should be our new MLK. I'm not even gonna hold you. We need somebody.
Trevor Noah's
Trevor Noah is always on point
When it comes to shit like this, yeah, for sure.
Like, he's never missed the ball. You know what I mean? He's never dropped the ball when it comes to this. And I honestly,
bro, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of niggas is disappointing me too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of true colors coming.
T.I. is
a lot of whitewashed niggas out here, bro.
T.I.
Look, some people just honestly, and it's sad to say, but some people really just don't know any better. And you know what I mean? And that's why, like, look,
let me keep my white fans happy real quick.
This ain't going to change in a day. But I mean, it's a problem.
As a black artist, why are we so if you were for our people, why are you so scared to
stand up,
bring up something to your white fans? Like if you like, bro, you wouldn't be here without black culture. Mm-hmm. And now when it's time for you to stand with black people in the streets, it's like, whoa, don't do that. You might hurt my money. That's all I'm hearing to say. That's all I'm hearing y'all say.
I'll tell you what, Don Lemon just said that a lot of people declined to do interviews with him just over the last couple of days because they said they were worried about hurting their brand.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Fuck the brand, bro.
It's more important than a brand, bro.
You can always figure it out. If you got money, you can make money, period.
Right.
That's a fact. You got shorties crying over Gucci stores. Like, what? Gucci ain't never gonna give you no stock, honey.
You just can't even afford Gucci talking about the shit.
Gucci ain't never gonna give you no stock. They ain't gonna give you not a piece of thread. You ain't getting nothing from Gucci. You're not getting nothing from Gucci.
Can't even buy a scarf.
All I know is, man, is that as a people, bro, as a community, man, we're hurting, man, and we're literally just trying to live. You know what I mean?
Trying to be heard, bro.
Literally, we're trying to live and we're trying to be heard. We want people to understand that things are legitimately not right for us. And I'm not sitting here saying we're begging for a handout or we're begging for people to.
They lucky we're not.
But like, I'm just.
Bro, at what point is it?
I listen, when Donnie was telling that story, bro, all jokes aside, I start getting choked up. Like, is that, like, what if it had gotten to that point, though? You know what I'm saying?
We know Donnie, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know you, Donnie.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, bro. I've never been in cuffs. I never, you know what I mean, bro? Like, I help the youth. I coach. I work in the school district, man. Like, I've never been arrested. I've never been in trouble, bro.
And you know what's crazy? If Donnie would have probably tried to say something about that officer that like his force was excessive, 9 times out of 10, his mans would lie.
100%, bro. And that's one of the things, like, you know, you got the average person that's like, oh, well, why didn't you say anything? And it's like, bro, listen, I'd rather walk out alive than say anything, man. And that's just what it came down to. Like, I just want to get out of here. And it's like, it's sad that I mean, that's what it comes to, that I'm not going to go to a cop. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what am I going to call the cops on a cop? Yeah, okay. And how's that? Right. Where's that going to go for me? Right. I'm cool, man. Let me get out of here and I'm going to get home.
Trev, when we got stopped because I didn't stop long enough at the stop sign
with 2 cars. It was 2 cop cars.
Two squad cars pulling up behind us, blinding they don't even understand what they be doing to us, like blinding our rear view mirrors. Like, it's all purposeful to make us feel intimidated and scared. I'm like, yo, they probably gonna come on this side. Like, yo, can you get my insurance? Have it all out ready, because I don't want no problems, bro.
Yeah, bro, we've all been through the rundown, like Trav said, like, you know what I mean, or Rich said, I think. We shouldn't be having, you know what I mean, at such a young age, our parents have to sit down and tell us what needs to be done.
I wanted to speak. I wanted to speak on that too, because here's the sad reality about all of it too, right? Even this could all be fixed. Obviously, it's not going to be. It never could be. But like, even if hypothetically everything was fixed tomorrow, every single one of us in this chat is going to give that same conversation we got to our kids.
100%.
And the thing is, sad.
And that, no matter what happens in the next 10 to 20 years, we are going to, and that's a problem.
That's a problem.
And I think to any
You know, it's crazy.
Our white listeners that are on this or that'll be listening to this, consider it a privilege if you've never had to have that talk, or if you've never had
gotten it
to receive that talk from your parents, because it is such an awkward conversation. I'll never forget. I sat down across from my mom, and my mom started crying. She started tearing up, crying, having this conversation with me, because she was so scared that in the off chance that I did end up in a situation where I was around police officers, that something like this could happen.
Yo, and the sad thing is, man, go ahead, Keon.
As y'all know, my pop is the, you know what I'm saying, I'm obviously a light bright nigga, you know what I'm saying?
I'm here with you, bro.
I still resonate, but like I still resonate, you know what I'm saying? I resonate with the black culture way more than I ever did with my white side. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And my pop passed away when I was real young. My pop was the black one, you know what I'm saying? My black parent. And I never had that conversation ever with neither of my parents. The only thing that really happened is before my pop passed away, I was living here still in Australia. My pop just said to my mom, like, please don't raise my son in America. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, because of the systematic racism that goes on in this country, and his experience in Australia was a lot different. So I never had that conversation. And that's probably why I'm so outspoken when it comes to just mutual respect. Right. Because without having that conversation, none of it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense why I should have to bow down to an officer if he's, you know what I'm saying, becoming overly aggressive.
You feel submissive, man. You feel like less than.
And me as a person, even as a kid, bro, I never liked that feeling of feeling less than. If a teacher was talking to me crazy, if, you know what I'm saying, an official or a referee was talking to me crazy, I never backed down from nobody. So why would I ever, in my logical thinking mind, back down from injustice, period? Whether it's from a police officer, or a school teacher, or nothing. So I never even had that conversation. I had to learn on my own to like play my role.
That conversation to like, you got young cousins, young brothers and sisters.
Did you give it to Jada? Did you tell Jada? You set her down?
I haven't had that conversation to Jada yet. She's still very like, Jada's homeschooled. She's very innocent. Like I'm letting her just hold on to her innocence.
Horrifying, bro. It's horrifying, bro.
Let it live, man.
I had to sit down with my little brother because he's 6 foot. He's 14, 6 foot.
Oh, that's a grown ass black man to a cop.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Big dude, but his face. But like, if you look at his face, you can tell like he's just a kid. He's just a kid. Mm-hmm. And as you know, going through the school system, my mom didn't want to put them in public school. So as they're going through like the school system, I'm just like, yo, listen, when you're in that classroom, you're the enemy. Everything will be blamed on you. No matter what you do, no matter how you say it, you're always gonna be the aggressor. Yeah. I've been through it. Rashid's been through it. You're gonna go through it. Don't try to fight as much. You gotta fight a little bit. Don't try to fight as much, and don't worry about the consequences, because in my time in school, when I was when I did go to private school for a little bit and it was majority white, my mom was always going to the school defending me. Like, no, my son never did this. No, my son would never do that. He didn't do that.
Mhm.
And it's important what my mom ingrains in me. Like, she defended me so many times in front of like in just white people. Because I was always seen, me and Rashid have always been the enemy, bro. Whether it's in school or outside, it's like we can never catch a break. And talking to my little brother about that, I don't think he really understands. But like even now, he's about to go to high school, and like he's starting to see it more because like he's playing football at his school, and he's like the biggest dude on the team. He's the biggest dude on the team.
Mhm.
I watched them play against the other schools. Like my little brother's literally like manhandling these kids. And I'm like, yo, you gonna be public enemy number one.
Every time.
Every time. It doesn't matter. You will get blamed.
Well, to that point, let me ask y'all this question. We're going to make this the last topic, but I think this is something that's important. And Shad, your brother posted this question on Twitter the other day, and I think it's very important.
I was just about to ask it, bro. I already know what you're about to say.
I think it's important for people to really kind of put this out there. When did you first realize that you were black? And let me put that like this. When did you first realize that your blackness mattered? I'll tell you my first experience that really kind of put it into perspective for me. I was in 3rd or 4th grade. Mind you, I'm in the Chamonix School District at the time. So I'm at Heckman Elementary School, which is right down the street. Not even, I'm like, bro, a 3-second walk from the church that I attended my entire childhood. So for Black History Month, we took a field trip to my church. We walked and took a field trip to my church. Mind you, I'm the only black kid in my class at the time. We get to the church, and I'm excited because, like, I go to this church every weekend. Like, I know how kind of dope the culture is of being in a church, and, like, I'm kind of excited to share that with everybody. And we get into the church, and kids are, like, in the church, like, laughing and, like, being like, what? What's that? Why do you do that? Or, like, you know what I mean? And kind of like, and it was kind of at that moment when I was so excited to share like a piece of my culture and myself, to see their reaction to it and how they just didn't understand it. And it was just so much more different from anything they've kind of done. That moment in itself right there kind of showed me like, damn, we really are kind of different. Or like, I saw at least the disparity. And that was kind of like the first time that me being black really.
When's the first time you felt like you were being, like, when's the first time you dealt with racism?
I mean, got called the N-word before, but like I brushed it off because like it wasn't like a. I was just kind of like, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? It's karma gonna come back and get you. First time I think I ever experienced racism. It was in the mall. I was in the mall shopping. I'm with a group of, we was in a group of friends, and I was with a group of friends, and we wasn't really shopping. You know how kids used to hang out in the mall and they go in the store.
Yeah, spot.
Yeah, like we're in the mall looking at stuff. I'm looking around, like, and it was just weird. Like I just see the same person every aisle I go into, and I'm like, why? You know what I mean? And then at some point you realize, like, why am I being followed?
Yeah.
But all the rest of my friends I was with, they're just going about their business, doing whatever. So like, just it's not the most like painful or glaring experience, but it was just like, out of everybody in the store, you following me around. I have not a bad bone in my body, bro. I don't steal from stores, bro. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't commit crimes. I don't do any of that. Like you were saying before, Donnie, like I'm in the community, bro. Like, people know me. I work with kids, coaching, trying to be a
Right.
positive influence, like all that, bro. Like, I don't
And as a kid, bro, you was a good kid, bro.
exactly. And as a kid, I never got in trouble in school, anything like that, bro. Like, I'd never give anybody a reason to ever think different of me. So like, I think that might be the first time that I really kind of was like experienced the racism, and I didn't press the person about it because I was a kid, and I was scared to like get in trouble, even though I did nothing wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, it's just, you know, it's almost been exhausting to live being black, bro. And I think,
but it's amazing at the same time, man. Like your question was basically like, when did you realize you were different? And shit, I realized, like, growing up in Bensalem, bro, it's weird, bro. You could be hanging out as a black kid in Bensalem, you could be hanging out with 5 white kids one day, and the next day you could be around 5 black kids.
Yeah.
But like,
There's a lot
you
of
know
today, for sure.
it's a
like growing up in Bensalem, it was like that.
It's a melting pot.
And like, I realized, like, I just loved being black. You know what I'm saying? I love hanging out with my white friends, and you know what I'm saying? But it's a little different when you hang out with your white friends. You know what I'm saying? Especially me being as light as I am.
Yeah,
Looking back as a child,
different.
being as light-skinned as I am, bro, and like, I guess they were a little bit more comfortable saying certain things around me.
Yeah.
And when I'm 11, 12, 13, I let so much shit slide that I just shouldn't have let slide, you know?
Never even realized.
Never even realized.
But you didn't think twice about it because you never really thought it was wrong. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like, you're an 11-year-old kid. Like, you're not thinking about systematic racism,
exactly.
you know?
Right.
But I realized I loved being black because when I was around my black friends, like,
More comfortable.
I was comfortable. I was never uncomfortable. We always used to do cool shit. We used to dance. We used to rap. We used to make beats. The black culture is so lit. It's so lit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the best culture in the world. We have the greatest sense of expression that, like, I don't know, that I'm not taking away from white artists and white creatives or nothing like that, but like, our culture is fire, bro. It's undeniable. It's global. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know, man. I just remember dancing as a kid, bro. Y'all remember how I used to dance and shit, and I just remember those. Yeah, and I just remember, like, I don't know. That's black culture. You know what I'm saying? That's an expression of that's a product of black culture, and that it was just so fun. You know, it's so fun. It's amazing to be black, bro. I've never been more proud to be black than right now, with all this going on. Even though they want to oppress us, and like, there's still white supremacists out here that want to make us feel away, bro. I'm proud to be black, bro, and I always will, bro. I dealt with racism since early as on I can look back, since the 3rd grade, bro. I was in a class full of white kids. It was probably 3 minorities. There was a New Zealander, Islander boy, a black boy.
Where'd you go to elementary school?
Laylor Primary School. Over here in Australia.
Yeah.
And then I went to Belmont. When I moved.
Okay.
So in Laylor Primary School, 3rd grade, I had a teacher called Mr. Zervis, bro. And I never understood it, bro. First day of school, bro, he chewed me out in front of the whole class. First 10 minutes of class, bro, probably 8:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I found myself getting yelled at by this fat, ugly white man because I was drawing in my binder or some shit. And like, he's really dead screaming at me, like, as loud. And he was known for being like an asshole teacher, but like, he's dead at the top of his lungs, like, yelling at me, bro. And I'm like, yo, like, I'm not disrupting the class. Like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just drawing a little picture in my binder. Like, who cares about this little PowerPoint you trying to show me? Like, and then I realized like, looking back, like, he treated me, that Islander bull and the black bull, way different than everybody else, bro. He was all buddy with my best friend Josh, who was a white kid, bro. He loved him, bro. Mm-hmm. But I never got the same energy back ever. And I tried to be a good kid. Because I just wanted to be a good kid and not get yelled at, bro. But it was never the same energy, bro. And I
think we all really experienced those microaggressions in school with our teachers, bro.
Yeah.
I think like that's where it really started. I think honestly that's probably where, for me, like, I realized that like my skin color made things a little bit different for me. Like it school, bro. Because
School, bro.
when my dad passed, when he died from cancer, my mom was just working her ass off, bro.
Yeah, shout out to our moms, man.
And she just wanted to keep us off the streets because we were living on the boulevard at this time.
Yeah.
The bully was kind of you know, was
The
kind
bully
of
is still the bully.
Bullies, the bully.
bully will always stay the bully for real. And she didn't want us, like, you know, you had those classic street rules inside when the street lights come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time. And she didn't want us to be in the public school. So she put us in I believe the school, it got closed down. It was Redeemer Lutheran School. It was a Lutheran school. And when I got there, it was just always little microaggressions with the teachers and everything that's just sort of set it apart. And like my mom really she sat me and Rashid down one time and was just like, listen, you're black. Like, and that just sort of like made it clear, like,
It's
you're
resonated.
black.
It's crazy, and it's crazy that that's the explanation, and it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
It shouldn't have to make sense though, dog.
Like for me, man, like I ain't gonna lie, like I went to Faust in elementary school, which is honestly probably the blackest elementary school in Bensalem because we have Creekside and Trevose. So it's like, you know, I grew up around like, you know, a lot of black kids in my classes throughout elementary school. So for me, like I didn't really have it as much in elementary school, like to be honest, like, but like Keon, I know you can speak for this a little bit too. Like my mom is white.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean, going to the stores, like going to the mall, just being anywhere, like you know, you
And
see
it's
the
crazy how people will look at our moms different,
Yeah.
bro.
You see the looks, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I was young, but you know what I mean, my mom always tells me a story about, dog, I was like 3 years old in a car seat at 7-Eleven, and some grown-ass man called me a nigger. So I'm like 3 years old. You know what I mean? Like, for what? My mom tells me that story constantly, like all the time. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I knew, like young, my mom would always say the same thing, like Shad said. Like you're like, you know, yes, you're mixed, but in this world you are black. Like that's all they're gonna say.
Bro.
Nobody's gonna say, oh well, we can't shoot him because his mom's white, or you know what I mean? No, I'm black. Like, and that's all they say. So like, I'm really like, you know,
Bro, I'll get labeled as a thug so easily, bro, because of the tattoos and shit. Like,
Yep.
you haven't even somebody that would have never said a word to me will label me as a thug, bro, or a criminal.
Yep. And it's like I don't really talk to my dad's side of the family much outside of like, you know, a handful or two. So it's like I grew up around white my family. Like my family is white. 95% of the family that I talk to is white. So it's like I learned at a very young age, like, yeah, you're gonna stand out. You're gonna get the looks when we go to the Chamonix State Park and we have like, you know what I mean, a cousin's birthday or something like that. And, you know, me, my brother, my sister are the only little black kids running around. Yeah, you're going to learn at a young age that you stick out. Like, I mean, we go swimming and I'm looking around the pool and it's just me, my brother, and my sister. Like, yeah. So it's like, you know what I mean? I learned like at a
it's all the unsaid shit, right?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
All the
That's exactly
unsaid
what it is.
shit. It's crazy, bro.
Trav, talk to me real quick, man. I know you got an experience, so kind of just let me know when you first kind of realized.
I'm just surprised that it's the same year. It's all for everybody apparently. Second grade. At the time, I had just moved to this. I just moved to Jersey. I was born in PA in Bristol.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up. All my family was black. On my mom's side, she's mixed. So all my cousins are, you know, black. Everybody that I grew up with was black in that area. I don't know if you guys know the Terrace area or Bristol Township.
Yes, sir.
Girl, yeah, it don't get blacker.
Right.
But I remember we moved to New Jersey, and second grade, it was the first time this kid, it was a friend at the time, and it was like, he was pointing out that I was black and white. That was the first time, as far as I could go back, the first time where I realized that this, like, somebody had told me I was black. Like, that word wasn't even, it just, I was like, okay. And then that was the first time I was, that I found out I was black. And then
Mhm.
you also said when was the first time that you dealt with racism? That wasn't until 13. I was telling this girl that I liked her. She said her dad doesn't date black people. Her dad doesn't let her date black people. At 13, hearing that, man,
That shit probably like hit you in the heart, dog. You was probably
you know
like,
what's crazy? And like, I listening to that right now, it did, but that didn't. I didn't look at myself any differently though. I was like, yo, I'm still like, I love myself still.
nah, facts.
But for what breaks my heart is for the people who don't have that,
Yeah.
Who don't love themselves, bro.
who don't know how, and I can't explain how I do, or I can't explain how I like my features. I can't explain how I can appreciate me for all that I am. I can't explain how other people can instill that into themselves when they hear that shit, because that can be some hard
Bro.
potentially.
Bro, that can break you as a man, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
As a 13-year-old kid, bro, that can really
Change your life, man, for real.
I had the
change your
same
life,
experience
bro.
around the
How you
same
look at
age,
yourself.
bro. 13, 12, 13.
Yeah.
There was this girl that I liked. She was like, yeah, if my dad probably saw you, he would probably shoot you. I was just like,
Like what?
I
Like
was
what?
just like,
Jesus.
Yeah, but the craziest thing is too, like as a 13-year-old, how like that they can just be so confident to say that.
yeah, it's like normal.
That's
It's normal.
insane.
But they don't know no better because that's what they've been around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like that's insane to me.
And it's, as much as you want to be mad about it, it's like, yo, they really don't know any better. And I'm not trying to give them an excuse, but it's just like when you
But
really,
you can see directly where it comes from.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, every time.
where it's coming from, and it's just like it's crazy, man. And I think, and it's weird because like my experience is a little different because like I went from a predominantly white area to Ben Salem, which is like the melting pot of this area where there's so many different. Bro, I went from being able to count the amount of black people on my hand,
Right, right.
you know what I mean,
Yeah.
that I would have a class with, to like, boom, here's a bunch of black people. And then my first day getting on the bus at Ben Salem, I get on the bus and there's 35 Indian people at the bus stop waiting to get on the bus. And I'm like,
That sounds like treatments all the way.
but like, no, for real, I was,
bro.
I was in Hillbrook at first, right across from Creekside.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, and I'm like, bro, I've never seen this many Indian people in one place. And it was a new experience for me. And I was just like, yo, this is crazy.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, Ben Salem is very diverse. Like
Very.
it was,
And I'm so glad that I moved there.
yeah.
Not that I didn't enjoy my time being in the Chamonix, but like being in Ben Salem, bro, it taught me how to interact with so many different kinds of people.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
now if I see somebody, I don't like, if I meet somebody of a different culture, of a different race, I don't feel uncomfortable, or I can have a conversation with them and it's normal.
Because you probably ran into one before already, man. Like
Yeah.
like you said, man. It's, every time you turn the corner, you talking to somebody different. Oh, where you from? I'm from Australia. Oh, where you from? Oh, I'm Haitian. You know what I mean? Where you from?
Hey.
I'm Russian. I'm this. I'm that. Like
Exactly, bro.
easy.
And I forever thank Ben Salem for doing that, you know, for being so diverse, just because I was able to interact and be friends with so many different kinds of people.
Yeah.
I just feel comfortable kind of around everybody almost. And, you know,
Despite how garbage Ben Salem, the whole building was our senior year.
Oh yeah.
Hey, bro.
But
Our senior
despite
year,
that,
man.
we had teachers who cared.
Yeah.
We had teachers who-
absolutely.
Shout out to
And
Pyro.
that
We ain't have no roof though.
had
We ain't had no ceiling.
no ceiling.
the community as a whole around here, and I'm thankful for that too, man. As a whole, yes, there's you know,
There's definitely
I
microaggressions.
hate the term a couple bad apples, but I mean essentially
There always is. Anywhere you go.
exactly there is anywhere. But as I can say as a whole, the community around here is very diverse and supportive of most people, and that's something we can be appreciative of, especially seeing what's going on in other places, man. We can consider it a blessing, at least around here. But
Definitely.
I mean, before we wrap up here, fellas, I just want to get your final thoughts, man. Anything you guys want to say real quick?
I love being black. I love all my black brothers and sisters. I love all people, man. And I just want to see us all get along, man. I just want to see the world be a better place. I don't want to see a city have to burn for people to get their point across, man. Like you said, man, Kaepernick tried to do the peaceful protest. It ain't work. If this is what it's got to come to for people to open their eyes, I hope they're open now. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of protest, man, I noticed my friend, she lives in Canada, bro. You know how bad your country has to be where people in Montreal, tens of thousands of people in Montreal are protesting for us, bro.
Germany, bro.
Hong Kong, bro.
Germany, they do it everywhere, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
It's crazy.
Hey, man,
Really.
the revolution will be televised, man.
That's for sure.
That's a fact. Donnie,
That's
you got
what's
anything
up,
to say before we wrap up, man?
Nah, man, like Keon said, for real, like you know what I mean? Especially being mixed, man. Like, I just want everybody to get along, man. Like, I know it's hard. Like Keon said, I love being black. I've acknowledged it, you know. I just want to see a change, man. Like Keon said, I don't know if, like, you know, if the rioting and the looting is the right idea, but, like, at this point, like, you know, the peaceful protest tried, man, didn't work. So, you know what I mean? Hopefully this can get a point across and we can start to make some type of change, man, or we'll just continue this cycle over and over again. And, you know, it's not going to get any better. So I just can only pray for change, man, and hope for the best. And just as black men, you know what I mean, we keep speaking out and just hope that, you know, we can do our best to make an impact.
Sure.
Yeah, man. I just wanna echo the sentiment, man. I mean, first of all, before I even get to that, I want to thank you three for coming on here tonight, man.
It ain't no problem.
This
Pleasure.
so far, I think this has been my favorite episode to record, and it's definitely going to be our longest, just because of this issue here and the fact that we were able to sit down, 5 black guys, and really just kind of give perspective to people about what it's like trying to deal with this and be black at the same time. I feel like it's important for people to hear, man. I think, like y'all said, man, we love being black and we love everybody, man. We don't have a hateful bone in our bodies for anybody. We just want to see people at peace, man, and hopefully this can give people some insight into what we're talking about and to why we're so hurt and to why we're so fed up with what's going on. And, you know, just looking at y'all faces throughout the conversation, man, you can tell that it's eating at us. You know what I mean? Yeah. This ain't something that we're taking lightly, man. This is really eating at us. But it's a necessary conversation that has to be had. And I'm glad I was able to get y'all on here so we could talk about a couple different things, man. I'm proud of y'all coming from, you know, being
proud
young
of you,
boys,
bro.
just messing around to y'all really doing it big now, for real. Like, y'all are making waves. And, like, I don't know, it might not seem like it all the time, bro, but every week we checking on y'all, man.
Every time, always.
We checking on y'all to see what's going on, man. Look, every time y'all drop something, I got it tuned in. I got all y'all stuff on my Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? I listen to all y'all drops, man. Like, I just want to see y'all succeed, bro, for real. So, look,
appreciate you.
Keep your heads up, man. Everybody gonna get through this, you know what I mean? And just everybody just gonna sit here and we gonna figure it out. We gonna succeed, man. We gonna strive. We gonna survive. You know what I mean?
It's always gonna be love. Let's hope next time we all speak, it's on a more positive note.
Oh, facts.
Yeah, man.
I got one thing to say too, bro. Rich, don't stop these podcasts, bro. Don't let it stop here, bro.
Right.
Or I don't know if you and Donnie, I think y'all both do it together. I'm pretty sure. So y'all both host.
Yeah.
Keep this thing going, man. Even during the Rona, after the Rona, during these marches.
I appreciate you.
Keep it live, bro. Keep
it
up, man. I love seeing it.
Man.
I love seeing it, bro.
I mean, look. I mean, at the end of the day, it's crazy because like this kind of started as just like an idea in the back of our heads, and then everything happened. Donnie was just kind of like, "Bro, do you want to do this?" And I was like, yeah, why not? And then it's crazy because it's really starting to turn into a platform for people to really just kind of get on here and speak their piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you got going on, whether it's in sports or whether it's in music, in life, money, whatever. Like, if you got something interesting to talk about or something to say or something that's important or something that people need to hear, like, it's turning into a platform for people to do that. And I think at the end of the day, that's what's going to make this special. And, you know, I honestly really appreciate you saying that, man. So, I mean, that just kind of gave me a little bit of boost.
Yeah, for real, man. It's not about the views. It's not about the subscribers, man. It's just about good conversation with great people, man. Like, and that's all I'm here for, man. Like you said, man.
County need these conversations.
Yeah, like Rich said, man. It's really at the beginning was just something to kill time during the Corona, man. Honestly, like that's what I texted Rich about. I hopped on a podcast with my boy, and I'm like, "Yo, that joint's kind of fun. I'm about to hit Rich up, see. And I mean, if you want to start one, let's kill some time, man." And it's really, like he said, it's turned into like a platform, man. We've hit various topics already, man, from like spiritual stuff to music to sports to, you know what I mean, topics like this about racism, man. And it's just something that, you know, I hope we can keep going with, man, and hope it grows and, you know, just keep going from there, man. But I definitely appreciate you guys coming on, man. I'm proud of all three of y'all. I've known you guys for a while now. I hope y'all keep it up, man. I'm rooting for you guys big time, man.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Say, if you think about it, bro, this podcast is recorded history, man. And it's very important.
It really is, man.
Definitely, man.
Recorded history, and it's important. And they not writing it for us. We saying our side.
Yeah.
Right for ourselves.
This is a great thing. It's a great thing, G.
Oh, real quick, I don't know if y'all want to participate in this little thing. On July 7th, apparently it's gonna be an all blacked out day.
Seen that.
So there's no purchases. That's your way if you don't want to be there.
America ain't got no money for me for months.
Yeah, but Apple Music though, you know what I'm saying?
They got some music. They got some too.
No.
But July 7th is that day. So I don't know if anybody, and this goes to whoever else is listening to this on the podcast. Like,
definitely.
That's our one tool to protest without actually being out there.
Mm-hmm.
To not spend any money, to save your money. That's another thing, is literally saving your money. And if you don't have to buy anything, don't buy anything at all, man.
Definitely.
It's gonna be so many niggas that still buy backwoods.
Oh, for sure.
Listen,
definitely, man. But even if half the people participate, man, it's gonna go a long way.
We show up and show them like how important we are to the system and stuff like that. I don't know if enough people do it. It might, shock some people.
I'll tell y'all like this: we're gonna look into a couple of things to see what we can do, what's best, next steps to help in whatever way we can, man. Whether that's finding organizations to work with peacefully, donate, whatever, just something.
Yeah, facts.
Just something to help the cause, man. But like I said, man, it was great having y'all on. I appreciate this a lot, man, for real. Proud of y'all. I love y'all. Please stay safe. Everybody that's tuning into this, everybody that's tuning into this, man, stay safe. Keep your heads up. We're going to have some tough conversations ahead. There's going to be some tough choices that have to be made, man, but we all going to get through it. All right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, just lead with love, man. Lead with love, and we all going to figure it out, all right? Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in.
Coming out.
Episode 6 of the Next Man Up podcast. We got a bunch of stuff coming out soon. Make sure y'all tune into my man Double O Smoove. He just dropped some new heat. Make sure y'all turn into Just Shad. He dropping EMP 12 soon. Make sure y'all tune into my man Kid Trav. He just dropped some heat a couple days ago. We're gonna put the links for all their music in the bio, man.
Shout out Smoove EP coming out soon. Shout out Smoove EP.
And Trav, you're not slick, bro. What was that jar you put? I seen Grandma, bro.
We all got a song coming out this summer named Grandma. That's it.
Oh, word? Man. All right, bet. Well, make sure y'all tune in that drop, man. We're going to link y'all to all the music, all right? Hey, appreciate y'all tuning in. Next Man Podcast. We out.
Thanks.
Bye.
See y'all.